stickers by the stairs. Wave here, laugh there. Ribbon flying everywhere. I can answer every question, I can lead the morning cheer. But when the hallway quiets, I disappear a little here. Then I see the window boy, notebook castle, careful eyes. He does not chase the spotlight, he just watches clouds go by. Everyone knows my name, but does anyone know me? Past the smile, past the noise, past the girl they want to see. Maybe quiet has a doorway, maybe shy can be a flame. There is a boy by the window who never says my name. I am not tired of laughing, I just want one softer place where I can set the sunshine down and still keep my face. Everyone knows my name, but today I looked around and the quiet boy was nodding like he heard a secret sound. Maybe quiet has a doorway, maybe shy can be a flame. There is a boy by the window, and I wanna know his name. Evan, right? Nice name. Quiet boy by the window, drawing weather in the margins. While the class becomes a circus, you are somewhere near the garden. I make jokes with perfect timing, you look down before you grin. I have met 100 loud boys, but your silence pulled me in. You dropped a pen at sunrise like you tried to run away. I pretended not to notice, but I smiled the whole day. Quiet boy by the window, what are you hiding there? Songs about the ceiling, cloud-shaped like a chair. I am not here to scare you, I just like the view. Quiet boy by the window, I am curious about you. Maybe confidence is noisy, maybe kindness barely speaks. Maybe I am tired of winning every hallway hide and seek. Quiet boy by the window, what are you hiding there? A tiny little universe behind your careful stare. I am not here to scare you, I just like the view. Quiet boy by the window, can I sit near you? Not too near. Okay, maybe near. Hallway traffic, sticker storm. I was late but looking calm. Then your backpack shouted no, and your notebooks made it snow. One page landed by my shoe, tiny stars and clouds in blue. You turn red like cafeteria jam. I said, great weather diagram. You said, those are probably birds. I said, artist, use your words. You look like you might restart, so I gave back your paper heart. Backpack, blizzard, cute little scene. Shy boy, panic, hallway movie screen. I teased you lightly, you survived somehow. Backpack, blizzard, I remember now. Everyone tries to impress me, you just try to zip your bag. Honestly, that clumsy moment was my favorite hallway flag. Backpack, blizzard, papers in the light. You laughed half a second, then hid from the sight. I teased you lightly, you survived somehow. Backpack, blizzard, I notice you now. Forecast says more Evan. little heart on top, pink as a strawberry sky. I said, Evan, very stylish. He looked ready to deny. He said it came that way. I said, sure, completely true. But I kept the sweetest pencil just to see what he would do. Heart eraser evidence. Case is getting serious. Shy boy with a secret, trying to look mysterious. I teased him just a little, and he nearly left the earth. Heart eraser evidence. I know what cute is worth. Some people show off loudly, some hide kindness in a drawer. Some lend you 3 pencils, then stare gently at the floor. Heart eraser evidence. Case is getting serious. Maybe every quiet person has a color curious. I teased him just a little, and he smiled despite the blur. Heart eraser evidence. I may keep the memory, not the eraser. I returned it eventually. Random partner destiny pulled our names from folded fate. Evan looked like he had seen a comet hit his dinner plate. I said, partner, ready? He made a tiny sound. Then he opened up his notebook, and the best idea fell out. Glue on his sleeve, glitter on my hand. He said, sorry for the chaos. I said, welcome to the band. Partner in panic, secretly smart. Quiet little thunder with the paper and pencil heart. I thought I would lead us like I always do. Partner in panic, I am learning from you. Confidence can rush ahead, but careful eyes can see a better way to build a thing than just being loud like me. Partner in panic, secretly bright. You turn our messy project into festival light. I thought I would lead us like I always do. Partner in panic, I am watching you bloom. Team name, please do not say panic. Okay, maybe. Library rules say quiet. I know every rule by heart. Then Evan tried to whisper and squeak like modern art. I laughed into my sweater. The shells began to shake. The librarian stared daggers. I saluted by mistake. He looked ready to vanish, so I wrote on a note, 10 out of 10 performance for a whisper with a quote. Shushed for laughing, worth the crime. Quiet boy made chaos in the softest time. I am usually polished, perfect in the frame. Shushed for laughing, and I felt real again. Maybe being graceful is overrated anyway. Maybe joy is louder when you try to hide away. Shushed for laughing, time. Study again. Circle yes. Lunchroom volume, neon day. Friends all talking anyway. Then I saw him by the line, holding courage with his fries. I waved before he changed his mind. He walked like crossing lava lines. Then dessert declared attack. Pudding landed on his black shoe back. He looked doomed, so I smiled, handed napkins like a crown, said, "Welcome to the table, dessert sits on the ground." Saved you a seat right here in the noise. Saved you a joke for the quietest boy. You laughed finally, like the room was not too bright. Saved you a seat, stay a little, alright. Popularity is crowded, but crowded can be kind. When someone looks so nervous, you make a little time. Saved you a seat right here in the sun. Saved you a story where you do not have to run. You laughed finally, like the room was not too bright. Saved you a seat, maybe tomorrow, right? Bring pudding or armor. I forgot my umbrella, maybe not by accident. Saw Evan by the doorway, holding nervous weather bend. We walked under one small roof, his shoulder near my sleeve. He said, "Maya, I just want it," and I almost forgot to breathe. Then a bicycle tidal wave splashed him like a scene. He froze like wet homework. I laughed until I leaned. Rain check, smile, almost hurt his heart. Two words from a secret, then the puddle played its part. I teased, next time finish. He turned red and looked away. Rain check, smile, I can wait another day. Not every confession needs to arrive on cue. Some are better dripping under skies of comic blue. Rain check, smile, almost hurt his heart. The thunder kept the rhythm as we stood there torn apart. I teased, next time finish. He smiled through the rain. Rain check, smile, I hope he tries again. I did not forget. I am just patient. Sketch King. Homework started simple, page 12, number 3. I sent my cat judging algebra. He sent back, same as me. 3 dots stayed forever. Typing is a sport. I waited with my blanket like a judge in message court. Then he sent a tiny joke, soft but perfectly timed. I laughed into my pillow at the shy boy in my phone light. Typing is a sport, and Evan plays it slow. But every little message makes the quiet garden grow. He is funnier at midnight than he lets the daylight see. Typing is a sport, and he is texting back to me. At school he hides his sentences, online they peek through. Like stars after a curtain call, spelling something new. Typing is a sport, and Evan plays it sweet. He asked if I like music, I kicked my happy feet. He is funnier at midnight than he lets the daylight see. Typing is a sport, and I want him texting me. Good night, Evan. 3 dots. Good night, Maya. Three friends asked for homework, one asked for lunch advice. Someone brought me cookies, honestly that part was nice. Then Evan passed the lockers for the 3rd suspicious time, trying to look casual, like a detective in a mime. I said, curious are we? He denied it to the sky. His face became a sunset, so I let the teasing fly. Favorite study group, that is what I called him. Not the loudest in the hallway, but the one I wanna walk with. He said, I am not jealous. I said, sure, absolutely. Favorite study group, he smiled accidentally. Teasing is only funny when kindness holds the string. So I made sure he knew it. He is not a side thing. Favorite study group, that is what I meant. Not the crowd around my locker, but the quiet time we spent. He said, I am not jealous. I said, sure, completely. Favorite study group, he smiled accidentally. Attendance, attendance, attendance. Status, blushing. Sign-up sheet was waiting. Evan stared like it could bite. So I wrote his name in pencil, then promised he could fight. He said, I might evaporate. I said, drink water first. He said, what if I fall down? I said, make it rehearsed. He hides a whole blue sky inside that quiet chest. I wanted him to hear it, so I gave his fear a rest. Front row promise, I will be there, waving like a He stood under the stage lights, still shy around the seams. But the first chord opened gently, like a door inside a dream. There was rain and there was laughter, there were pencils, stars and glue. There was pudding on a sneaker, there was me in every clue. He never said my name there, but my heart knew what it heard. A quiet boy was brave enough to sing around the words. Was that song about me, or am I hoping too loud? Every line felt familiar, floating over the crowd. If that song was a window, then I saw myself there. Was that song about me? I think I care. Everyone clapped around me, but the room felt soft and still, like the secret we had almost said was standing on the windowsill. Was that song about me, or am I finally seeing that the quiet in his notebook was a heart that had been singing? If that song was a window, then I saw us both there. Was that song about me? I think I care. I clapped first. He looked up. After school, no audience, no hallway calling me, just dust and golden sunlight, and Evan by the seat. I asked about the song there. He tried to hide an air, but then he met my eyes once, and honesty sat there. I did not need my bright voice, did not need to lead. I let the quiet hold me and became easier to read. The smile I do not practice showed up on its own. Not the hallway sunshine, not the one they think they own. He said I make the morning less lonely than before. The smile I do not practice opened like a door. Maybe being known is softer than fame. Maybe I am braver when someone says my name. The smile I do not practice stayed because it knew this window seat was safe enough to let the real light through. He said I make the morning less lonely than before. The smile I do not practice wanted something more. I kinda knew, I kind of hoped. Last day banners flying, friends are everywhere. I stole Evan's lucky hat and wore it with flair. He said that is upside down. I said fashion needs a twist. He laughed without escaping. I counted that as bliss. We are not a perfect drama. We forget our lines a lot, but every joke between us finds a sweetness in the plot. Same window, same smile, different kind of day. Quiet boy beside me, walking my way. I can shine, he can blush, we can